It appears you've provided an image of a vast, seemingly endless agricultural field under a wide sky. The predominant colors are the golden hues of the crops, likely a cereal such as wheat or barley, which stretch towards the horizon. A slim sliver of green indicates a distant tree line or perhaps a patch of vegetation. Above, the sky is a soft, faded blue, hinting at a high, thin cloud cover. There's a simplicity and tranquility to this scene, epitomizing the quiet grandeur of agricultural landscape. Here we observe a young human in its natural habitat, peering through what appears to be a wooden barrier. Its face is adorned with an expression of intense curiosity, or perhaps a hint of skepticism as it surveys its surroundings. Behind this youthful explorer, the wilderness unfolds in the form of stacked cylindrical hay bales, a telltale sign of human agricultural activity. The habitat suggests a rural environment, a playground for the boundless energy of Homo sapiens juveniles. This one, however, seems to be engaged in a moment of quiet contemplation. Or maybe it's simply plotting its next mischievous adventure. Keep an eye on this one. There's no telling what fascinating behaviors might emerge. Oh, behold the rare sighting of the elusive human appendage venturing into the wild plains of the domestic fowl's natural habitat. This extraordinary limb seems to be engaging in the most sacred of rituals, the replenishment of the communal grain vessel. And oh, the poultry constituents gather with a fervor that can only be described as a feathered frenzy, clucking with an intensity that reverberates through the very fabric of their coop. Marvelous. Here we have the classic rural panorama, a stretch of the open fields under a vast dramatic sky, brimming with fluffy clouds that hint at the ineffable depths of the atmosphere. A wooden fence staunchly bisects the scene, standing as a testament to the human desire to divide and delineate. While in the background, a farm vehicle continues its ceaseless toil. Quietly, the elements of nature and human industry are interwoven in this bucolic tapestry. Here we witness a young human in its natural habitat, the vast plains. Clad in traditional blue denim overalls splattered with the markings of creativity or perhaps just lunch, this specimen seems to be engaged in a most remarkable task. It is amazing to see how these young beings interact with their environment, deftly wielding a bucket, a tool essential for countless activities in the wild suburban outdoors. And look, in the background, the majestic wheel of whimsy, commonly known as a windmill, stands tall amidst the golden sea of grass, harvesting the very breath of the plains. This tableau captures the spirit of youthful enterprise in stunning clarity, a moment of pure, splendid harmony with the elements. Here we observe the wandering bipedal Homo sapiens in their natural habitat, a rare glimpse into their migratory patterns. Observe as they meander with purpose yet seemingly lost, navigating the vast wilderness of wooden structures and fenced territories. Oh, the drama of suburban wilderness trekking. One can only speculate the profound destination that calls to their species, perhaps the elusive couch of rest within the homestead, or the fabled refrigerator filled with sustenance. Let's watch with bated breath as the journey unfolds. Here we have captured a fascinating scene on the Great Plains of human habitat. Before us stands a young biped, undoubtedly a juvenile of the species based on its smaller stature. To the right towers an older specimen, quite possibly a matriarch, clad in the traditional garb of the region and poised with the stoic endurance common to the species' elders. They survey their domain, a rustic homestead under the wide open skies, the sun casting its final golden rays of the day. It's a tableau of resilience in the face of the elements, a survivalist diorama that calls back to the earliest roots of human settlement. Truly, the mundane becomes majestic in the light of Mother Nature's stage. Here we have the classic scene from the wild Midwestern plains, a majestic tableau where the relentless forces of nature convene. On one side, a rustic red barn, a beacon of human endeavor in an expanse of golden fields, stands resolute against the elements. On the other, an imposing swarm of dirt and debris is conjured into a fearsome dance by the whims of a turbulent wind. This is none other than the infamous dust devil, nature's own enigmatic spiraling performer, whisking up a ballet of earthy particles in a grand display of its raw power. A truly remarkable spectacle to behold indeed. Ah yes, here we observe the lesser spotted human in its natural urban habitat, performing the ancient and mysterious joyous water dance. Notice the erratic flailing of arms and the exuberant twisting of the torso. Such displays of exultation are rare in these concrete jungles. Marvelous. The droplets catch the light, creating a cascade of sparkles akin to 1,000 tiny suns glistening. This moment of bliss, fleeting as it may be, is a rare glimpse into the wild celebration of the human spirit. Absolutely extraordinary. Here we observe a pair of Homo sapiens in their natural habitat, a dimly lit wooden structure, possibly a barn. The daylight trickles in, illuminating dust motes that dance like tiny weightless ballet dancers in the air. The human on the left strikes a pose reminiscent of the common pondering stance, hand to chin, indicating a moment of deep thought or perhaps just an itch. Meanwhile, the human on the right seems to be engaging in that age-old ritual of conversation, or maybe issuing a scolding. Who can say? In this rare tableau, evoking an atmosphere ripe with mystery and intrigue, these two individuals stand, frozen in time by our snapshot, as if they were statues in the grand museum of quotidian life. Marvelous. Here we observe two young human cubs in what appears to be a state of primal excitement. The young female on the left is wielding a stick, a nod to the ancient human practice of tool use, as she belts out a call that could shatter glass. Her counterpart, a male cub, echoes her enthusiasm with an open-mouthed bellow that suggests they've discovered something remarkable. Such an uproarious reaction can only mean one thing in the wild. They've either stumbled upon the secret to turning homework into candy, or their parents have just declared an unexpected ice cream for dinner night. A momentous occasion indeed. The image presents a dramatic tableau upon the striated stage of a wooden floor, where the stark interplay of light and shadow carves a geometric jungle. In the heart of this chiaroscuro landscape lies our protagonist, a deceased insect with its delicate wings forever stilled. The scene is a poignant reminder of the ephemeral dance of life and death, captured in this quiet moment of still life theater. Here we have a splendid example of the human youngling engaged in what appears to be a classic case of early life experimentation with gravity and motor skills. This miniature Homo sapiens, knee-deep in the ritual of discovery, is poised over a container, possibly containing treasures untold, or perhaps simply the best medium for creating a mess. Observe the intensity of focus, the unbridled curiosity, a hallmark of the species' insatiable need to learn and interact with their environment, even in the most primitive of settings. One must marvel at the sheer determination. And there it is, the container has been flipped. A monumental moment in this young creature's life, and certainly worthy of a David Attenborough documentary highlight reel. Bravo, little one, bravo.